Yeah, so we will also take some audience questions if some of the students who might be watching this can ask some questions as well, I guess. So, first of all, congratulations to all of you, Adish, Vinandan, Shomabo, Orko, Priyo, Aditya, and Adrita, and Orithro for the most part of it, I guess, because he was teaching and he was leading this group. So, congratulations. Uh, yeah, of course, I can share that as well. Yeah, of course. Let me just paste it in the chat. Oops. So, I'll just send the YouTube link as well. But in the meantime, I would love to hear something from each of you. So let's start with Adish. So Adish, tell us a little about yourself. I think you got into the ISI B stat entrance. Is that right?
See, I have not got in yet. The
Okay.
rank is still 42.
42,
I don't
yeah,
know.
of course, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you ranked in the first 50. That's correct. That's right. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
How did you prepare for it?
what, like doing maths, reading books, and solving problems.
Is there any specific book you used?
Yeah, like for, like, should I say topic wise or what?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that would be great if you can say something.
okay, so like my favorite topic, which is calculus. So I used first I completed this book called I.M. Problems in Calculus of One Variable by I.M.
Uh-huh.
Then I did Bartel and Sherbert first 8 chapters.
Okay.
Uh, then I completed this one, Cengage calculus, and
Okay.
then I went on to Kaczor and Novak, Volume 1 and Volume 2, and then I went on to 360 problems by T2 and Rescue, and then I finished it off with Putnam problems and miscellaneous stuffs here and there. This is for calculus.
Wow.
Now for combinatorics, I mainly use principle and techniques and uh, some introductory problems from 102 problems in combinatorics by T2.
Ah,
And for uh, for number theory, I didn't do anything. Like I didn't do anything honestly. And for polynomials, I completed. For polynomials, I did Barbu, EJ Barbu, and EJ Barbu's polynomials, and this 360 problems in mathematics, that polynomial section, and I think arithro sheets, and uh, I think art and craft of problem solving and Arthur Angel, and this book by Cengage called as
that's by Zeitz, right? Or Zeitz. Okay.
by Cengage. This book, I think I don't know remember the name.
Uh-huh.
Some Pathfinder, yeah, that is also good for polynomials and excursion.
Awesome. Fantastic.
And for geometry, there is Ivanchen and 100 problems by David Altisio.
I think
That's
that's
it.
quite an elaborate preparation, I must say. So fantastic. What about you, Orko Priyo? Hello, Orko Priyo. Are you there? Yeah. Can you hear me, Orko Priyo? Okay. I think your voice is a little bit muffled. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I cannot hear you. Maybe I'll go to Abhinandan then. Abhinandan, are you? Can you hear me? So, Aritro, can you hear him, Abhinandan?
No, I can't hear Abhinandan or Arcopio either.
Yeah, I don't think we can hear them. Let's go to Shomabu and they can in the meantime fix this. So Shomabu, hello, can you hear us, Shomabu?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I can hear Shomabu's voice clearly as well. So Shomabu, uh, I think you got into CMI entrance, is that right?
Yes, sir, I got into.
Okay, okay. And you're also in the list of ISI B stat entrance, but of course, the
Hmm.
final thing is not finalized. That's true. So,
Yes.
and one interesting thing about Shomabu is that he has started teaching at Chinta as well, which is pretty awesome. I mean, at the moment, after he joins some institution, something might change, but in this gap, in this location, he's at least teaching with us. And this is a long-standing tradition at Chinta that our students go on to teach at Chinta. In fact, Auditro was also a student at Chinta at some point, so, which is pretty
It
awesome.
is kind of Guru Sishya Parampara.
It is a Guru
Yeah.
Shikha Parampara, that's correct. And yeah, I mean, we stay connected for the long haul. Like, if you go to, let's say, an university in US or Europe, there are chances that you will meet Chinta alumni. So our alumni network is pretty strong. It is also always beneficial to stay connected in that sense. So Shomavo, tell us a little bit about your journey, your preparation and everything.
Like I actually am very much thankful to Aditya sir especially, and my other friends like Adesh here, Abhinandan, and then Arka Priya. Okay, so they actually helped me. And yeah, I actually in the very beginning of this course I had no that much exposure to Olympiad maths, to be honest, but Aditya sir really helped me uh, by solving his problem sheets, and the books he referred actually helped me a lot. And yeah, I solved like the books Adesh mentioned. Mostly I solved like those. I practice those and the problem sheets that Aditya sir gave.
It's fantastic. Did you use? I think all of you solved the test of mathematics, right? From
Yes, yeah, like
I think Adish did
huh.
not mention it because it is perhaps given, right? It's you have to solve.
Yeah,
No,
like
no. Actually, I didn't solve test of mathematics.
Oh, you did
and
not.
No.
and also
That's awesome.
also the problem solving strategies book like Arthur and
Arthur Angel. I see. I see. Yeah, that's a fantastic book. Yeah. So I just am curious, and I'll go to Aditya for this. Aditya, can you hear us? Can you? Uh,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible actually. Thankfully.
Okay.
Thank you. So, so Aditya, I think you got into CMI entrance as well. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
Congratulations again. So,
Thank you, sir.
I just wanted to understand that. I mean, I am hearing about a lot of books, but here is a question that I get a lot from prospective students: is that how many hours of work do you put in into this process?
No, hours won't really matter. Like I don't really think that putting a lot of hours is going to change a lot because for me on average it was like 10 hours. Sometimes it might go down to 8, maybe 6, or some days it might go to 12 or 14. Uh, Basically, something that really matters is how much time you are willing to spend with the problems, right? Sometimes we get problems which are really doable, maybe we can get that done within half an hour of thinking, but that might not be the case with all problems. It's necessary to spend like a lot of time into some problem. Like, I'm not saying you need to do that regularly, but once in a while you need to sit with some problem, maybe spend hours, like maybe 5 6 hours. It can also go up to that, but I think it's necessary at some point of the preparation. Like the last month or maybe the last 2 months you can leave that for speed practice and other stuff, but at some point you need to stay with the problems a lot, because that is the thing which at the end of the day, like, really gives you the edge to solve problems at spot, or right, like at least get an intuition of how things are going to be.
Right, right. I mean, of course, the hours that you mentioned, they might be really high for some students, like 8, 10 hours. But I guess, is that true for others as well? Adrita, what about you? How many hours do you put in every day?
I'm not really sure. Like I felt like I was studying the whole day, but there were a lot of breaks in that.
Okay, so it's
But
not.
I was pretty much always like thinking of some math problem or sitting with the book.
Ah, I see. That is important that you always think about something, even if you are taking a break and maybe you are doing something else. So, Aditya, I think you got into CMI entrance as well. Is that right?
Yeah, and I got selected for the interview for BMAP.
Okay, that's fantastic. So Adrita, tell us a little bit about your preparation as well.
So for books, I didn't actually use those many. I used like I think on the CMI website they had some notice or something with 4 books to use. So I went through those. I don't remember the titles right now. And then I did almost all the problems in Tomato, which helped a lot. Um, the main part of my one for calculus, I used all the Cheenta notes and stuff. I didn't like use any specific books for that. The Cheenta classes were very helpful for that because Aditya so went over them very thoroughly. Um, and then the main part of my preparation was doing a lot of practice tests and practice problems and like um, doing problems within the amount of time that I have to do them on the actual test. And I think that helped a lot. And practicing like actually writing out the solution to a problem.
That's fantastic. So thank you, Adrita, for that. Orko Priyo, can we hear you now? Let's see.
Yes, sir. So now, am I audible?
Yes, you are. You are very nice, Orko Priyo. So tell us a bit about your journey, Orko Priyo. I think you. I mean, did you have an Olympiad background? Shomabu
No,
said
sir. No,
you
sir.
didn't.
I too did not have any Olympiad background as such.
Okay. So did you use any specific books for this purpose?
Yes, sir. Same as Advita, I guess there is PDF out there in the CMI website. They have, I think, 4 sets of books, mostly excursion, pre-college, test of mathematics, and I guess AOPS. AOPS is a brilliant website to solve problems. I
Right.
mostly focused on solving problems from AOPS and Audito Das no. That was
That's great. That's
very good.
awesome. And about the hours, I'm curious. Did you spend all day in mathematics or?
Uh, no, sir. As Aditya pointed out, that hours do not matter as such. The time you are willing to spend on each problem that matters
Right.
at the end.
Right. And
It
some
does not matter.
some problem may take as Aditya was saying, and some problem may take a lot of time, right? I mean,
Yes, sir. Yes.
so
And some problems may be doable within half an hour or so.
yeah, I'm dwelling on this issue of hours and everything because this is a question that comes up over and over again. And the students who actually have gone through this process, they know that a single problem may even take a week. I mean, it may take several hours, of course, but it may take a more than a day or maybe a week. So that might happen. Okay. I'll come to Abhinandan. Abhinandan, hello. Can you? Uh, I still can't hear Abhinandan. That's a sad thing. I don't think we will be able to hear him today. But as he comes back, I'll just mention a couple of things to all the students who are going to such great places to study. That going forward, I want you to remember Auditro sir's example. I'll just give his example because he is here already. So he is right. He
Sir,
ranked.
am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, now
I'll come to you, Abhinandan.
Yeah.
So
Okay, okay.
Auditro ranked within first 7 in All India in the Masters entrance of CMI, Cheenta, Chennai Mathematical Institute, and he did this year, right? You know this, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. If you are going to CMI, you may see Auditro there. He is also going to take he might be taking the masters, opting for it. I don't know what his plans are, but he did all of this. He did all of this while teaching at Chenta for 5 days or 6 days a week, preparing notes, thinking about the students and everything. Now, imagine when he's applying for a PhD program outside India, he will be able to show that he achieved such greatness, such level of expertise, like ranking within the first 7 in all India basis, while he was teaching almost full time in another place. And this is very valuable in a sense. I'll tell you why. I'll mute Orithro for a moment because there is some feedback. Uh, I'll tell you why this is important, because I'm sure that many of you are planning to go outside India for a PhD program after you do your bachelor's and master's from India. And one of the things that the PhD admission committee looks for is whether the student can function under pressure. That means academic pressure is, of course, there, but whether the student is able to also teaching experience, because one of the jobs of graduate level students, that is PhD candidates in American universities at least, is to teach the undergraduate students there. When I was when I was doing my PhD students, I was teaching 20 hours a week. So that is also expected from each of you if you are going for a PhD program outside India. And if you get a chance to teach at any organization, it might be Cheenta, it might be something else, and if you can gain some experience, some certificate related to that, that would be really helpful in the long run. So keep that in mind. The second thing I would like you to do, I mean, this is just a suggestion, that if you can take up a research program in the while you are in college, like in the 3 years of CMI or ISI, or going beyond that, that would be really helpful. And I'm very happy to say to this, to all of you, that Chinta will be giving you free access to our research programs if you want to access them at any point after you join CMI or ISI. If you want to access them at any point, this is our little gift to you. We will also send a book that we will do that. I recently let me get you the book. This is this is one of my favorite books. Yesterday and Long Ago. This book is written by one of the greatest mathematicians of last century, V.I. Arnold. So, do any of you have this book with you? If you have it, I'll not send it again. I hope you don't. Okay, so just mention your address, your full home address in your help center WhatsApp group of Chinta, and we will send it out right away. This is a fantastic book. So that's our second little gift. We are in a festive mood. We love that you have done so well. So the first thing is about the research project. So please join it if you can. It's completely free for you guys, so you can obviously take advantage of it. In fact, if you go to CMI, you will find another Chinta faculty, Sahil. He is also participating in this particular research project, one of the research projects that we have. He's in, I think, second year of CMI, but when you go there, he'll be probably in the third year. So that's another thing. And the final thing is, of course, the anything that you may need going forward, like if you want to apply in a different place, or you want some alumni network help in some sense, please reach out to us. We are always very excited to have our old students with us. Okay, and and we'll try to help you in any way we can. And that is the point of it all, I guess. So Obinandan, I'll come back to you because I did not get a chance to talk to you. So I think,
Yes.
yeah, so tell us a little bit about your preparation journey, and then we will finish up this session.
Yeah, I mean, I started back in class 9 only. I started preparing for Olympiads like PRM and RMO. Like, I did not get it directly, but it helped a lot in my ISI prep.
Okay.
Like, till class 11, I was only doing Olympiad prep. Then I had to also study calculus, ISI, CMI. I also followed the same books as Adesh only. Not all of them, obviously. I did not solve so many books. I mainly focused on discussing problems with other people. That helped more actually than solving problems alone.
I see. I see. So did you use any specific book for this?
Yeah, like for number theory, so the first book I used was David Burton, and then I went on to like problem solving strategies, polynomials, and all those. Also, I use problem solving strategies. For geometry, I used Evan Chen. for combinatorics, again, like Adeshwani principles and of combinatorics, that book.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
And the like the BJ Venkatacharya books for like functional equations and like number theory. I used like T2 and disk
Great, great.
for problem solving.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Abhinandans. Congratulations to all of you again. Just to finalize the entire talk or discussion today, I will just ask Auditru to say something because he was the main faculty of this group. So, Auditru, please tell us a little bit about the kids that you have taught and the program that you have.
It's actually very hard to say what exactly I have taught. I think more than I have taught, actually, I think there's people actually work hard so that they actually get success. Okay, because I was not the credit behind this success. The particular thing I wish to say that to get any of these entrance, because particularly I have qualified, my student have qualified, and I'm teaching for the last few years. So the most common thing I have observed that you basically have to do a lot of problems. That's it. Means you have to increase the number of problems. As many problem you can do. That's it. Means like, mm, and obviously good selection of the problem is very important. Like you are doing a problem which is not at all relevant. It is something that you will do. It is meaningless to do. Yeah, we can do it in the free time for fun, but from the exam point of view, those are not required. Also, you have a very clear idea what means what you wish to do. Means actually, I have seen that there are a lot of like misinformation regarding ISI or CMI. Like uh, when some of the people say that go for ISI, like ISI is free of cost and blah blah blah, and there is a high package and blah and all. But I don't think that take these as a motivation, because I often say maybe our student can relate this word that do mathematics for mathematics, not only do mathematics to get in ISI or CMI, because ultimately those are institute where you are getting admission. Those are for learning mathematics or doing something great in mathematics. You are not doing mathematics to get into those institutions. So if you keep this particular word in your mind, so what happened means it is true for even these who are in the meeting till now, because they are going to join the institute. So do the same hard work that you have done, because these are really the institute to learn mathematics. These are not those job providing institute or anything else. So keep this in mind. And obviously, I have seen most of your hard work, your patience. Okay, we have really very late night workings. I have done problems at the very late night with some of you. Keep doing the same thing. I hope a very bright future ahead. That's it. And actually, to feel the atmosphere of the class, what is actually going on, one really have to join. It is very difficult to actually describe that what we are doing in the class. But I think I actually try to not only doing the mathematics, I wish to give the feel of the mathematics, what is actually going beyond the solution. Actually, that's why I often say that the solution does not matter, because you can't remember all the solution. Even if you do thousands of problem, there is no guarantee that at all you get a single problem common. But what you have to what you really need to know, you need to know what is actually going on beyond the picture or the big picture of actual problem, that what the short idea or the small piece of idea that is actually attaching all this hint and all. So you need to very specific about this. Means, for example, I have a particular word. Using this word, what can be the scenario, you need to understand that thing, and that is exactly the main key to crack one particular problem. So those people who can actually identify those words, those particular things, they can solve problem quickly. So you basically need the practice, okay, to do this thing. And I often say, means I use this particular word several times. My student can relate this word, that there are actually three magical words to be a successful on any particular field. Okay, this is not abracadabra or gilly gilly gay. The three magical word is this: practice, practice, and again practice. These are the three magical word that I actually follow, and I wish that all of my students should follow for the lifetime. Thank you.
Thank you, Auditru. That was wonderful. Yeah, and thank you to all of you for coming in for in such a short notice. I wish you all the very best in your all your endeavors. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye, guys.
And last thing, that
Yeah.
one another surprise, that is the BMAT list is out. You can check in on the ISI website.
Oh,
Thank you.
really? Okay, that's wonderful.
Just it out by the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, Adish wanted to say something. Yeah, Adish, go ahead. Did you want to say something?
No, like actually, what happened is that like sometimes what happened that one exam goes bad and then you have to recover for the other exam. So like for that, Arithro sir supported a lot. Like for me, the CMI didn't go well. So 1 week I actually didn't do anything, but Arithro sir just kept saying that you can like do better in that. And like among our friends, we always used to say that like if you have faith in mathematics, then believe me, mathematics will be faithful to you in the end. That's
Ah,
it, right?
that's a very nice phrase. That's very nice. Yeah, cool. All right. Thank you, guys. Again. All right. Bye then. Take care and all the best.